What's up guys? In today's video, I'm breaking down the best choices for video editing programs on Windows in 2020. I've spent my time doing all the research for you, and I've got some awesome options for Windows users at beginner, intermediate, and pro skill levels. Hey, it's Joel with Videoshift Media. We're all about equipping you with the best tools, knowledge, and practices to level up every area of your video creation and marketing skills to save time and create content like a pro. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you can find all the links mentioned in this video in the description box below. So let's go. Video editing software constantly changes and evolves, and that's why I will likely be doing a lot more of these video updates in the future, as recommendations will change with the market. Because if you're just starting out with video editing, you'll want to know which is the best for you to have a go at and not waste a heap of time getting frustrated with a program that's too complicated for your current skill level. Now, each program will have some basic system requirements for your computer to get the best results. And generally, a newer machine is recommended for video editing, as it can be pretty intensive for your laptop if it's an old and reliable. But while we go through this list, drop a comment below about which video editing software you're using right now. And once we've gone through all of the options, make sure you stick around, because I'll be going over 3 bonus tips for editing your videos faster in any video editing software right now. So in the free video editing category, you will typically find programs like Shotcut, HitFilm Express, Lightworks, VSDC, and Vinci Resolve. I'm leaving out free system programs we all know and love, hate, because, well, I only make suggestions that don't suck. As a final point before we start, none of the included software in this list will include any watermarks on your videos. Now, normally with free programs, they can be quite limiting in their included features, customization, and the ability to get the edits you really want. So after going through all of these options, I've narrowed it down to the best free software for Windows. And they are HitFilm Express, Vinci Resolve, and VSDC. So let's jump right in. HitFilm Express is a free video editing software with professional grade VFX tools and everything you need to make awesome content, films, or gaming videos. Perfect for beginners, film students, gamers, YouTubers, or any creative without a budget. The great thing about HitFilm Express is that you're joining a growing community of 5.1 million filmmakers and content creators, all striving to make great content. This software has an easy to use interface that pretty much anyone could jump into and start learning for free with. There are a load of VFX add-on packs that you can purchase if you're looking to do some more advanced VFX work, titles, or color grading. Or you could go ahead and purchase the pro version as an option as well. But for the beginner, HitFilm Express would more than be adequate enough to cut professional looking videos together on your computer. It has a nice and easy to understand interface to get you started, and a good amount of features to keep you busy video editing, sound, music, titles, graphics, and more. VSDC is another free video software that allows you to edit video files and create videos of all types. It supports the most popular video and audio formats and codecs, including DVD, HD, and GoPro videos. The cool thing here is that VSDC uses pre-made profiles that make the creation of videos for various multimedia and mobile devices a breeze. VSDC is a bit harder to use than HitFilm, as the interface isn't quite as intuitive. However, the free version of VSDC does come with more features included than HitFilm. So making a decision between these two will really come down to which software has the features you need, and which interface you find easier to edit with quickly. In summary, for VSDC, what you're getting for free is pretty sweet, and definitely will do the job for most beginners. There is a pro version that they sell for around $20 to unlock some extra features. The third program on my free list is a personal favourite, Vinci Resolve. Vinci Resolve 16 is the current version that combines professional editing up to 8K footage, color correction, visual effects, and audio post-production in an all-in-one software tool. Guys, this is the most professional software on the market that you can get for free. You can instantly move between editing, color effects, and audio with a single click. Whether you're an individual artist or part of a large collaborative team, Vinci Resolve is becoming a standard for high-end post-production. It's used on Hollywood feature films, TV shows, and commercials more than any other software. Part of the reason why it's becoming so popular is Blackmagic Design. This is the company behind the software that's really disrupting the market at the moment. Their product range includes affordable cinema-style cameras that work seamlessly with DaVinci Resolve. The Pocket 4K and 6K cinema cameras are the most popular and produce stunning images, similar to $20,000 cameras at a fraction of the price. But I'm a little biased as this video is being filmed on the Pocket 4K camera right now. Back to the software. The DaVinci interface is definitely intuitive and great for saving time as it uses your computer's GPU to speed up your editing performance. But that doesn't go for older and slower computers. DaVinci runs best on newer, more powerful computers to get the best out of them. So if you're using an older laptop, don't expect amazing performance there. Now, will it be a good option for beginners? Probably not, as it is packed full of all these professional features, which will be a little overwhelming if you're just getting started. The interface isn't as easy to use as other free options, and it does require setting up with keyboard shortcuts to really make the most of the program. And it will really take some time getting used to using this efficiently. A final point that when downloading DaVinci Resolve, you'll need to register on the Blackmagic Design website to get your access code for the software. So to summarize, for the free section, if you're an absolute beginner, VSDC or HitFilm Express would both be great options to dip your toes into video editing with. And if you're someone who is more intermediate and has been editing on simple programs for some time, DaVinci Resolve would be a great option to level up your editing skills with, at no additional cost to you other than your time. If you're wanting to get into more creative video projects or filmmaking as a hobby, I would highly recommend DaVinci Resolve, as it will more than likely meet all of your needs and more. That being said, all the programs I have mentioned are simply tools for being creative. No one tool is going to be the best for everyone, and it's how you use those tools to achieve the results you want as well. But since all these programs are free, I would suggest trialing them out by downloading a few different trial versions to see what best fits your needs. As mentioned before, the links to all of these are in the description below. And with that, it's time for my 3 biggest tips to improve your video editing speed with any software. It doesn't matter which software you pick from this list, I promise this advice will help you. Tip number 1 is to get organized before you start. This means getting all your video and audio files put into a project folder. I like to have one folder named after my video and have separate labeled folders within that folder so I know where everything is. This is the same deal for once you're in your editing program. Use the media browser to create folders in your editing project so you know where everything is and you don't get confused by what's going on later. Tip number 2 is to start off your edits by focusing on the story. This is called a rough cut. It can be very tempting when you first drag in a few video clips to start messing around with overlay titles, graphics, color correcting things and effects and stuff like that. If you're adding effects like that at the start, all that's going to do is slow down your computer and make things harder and slower the further you go. But I would recommend just getting all the clips you want into the timeline first and getting a rough story together from start to finish so you can see how your story flows as a whole before wasting a bunch of time on the fine details and having to change it all later again. So focus on story first with a rough cut. And my final tip today is to make sure you're using keyboard shortcuts when you edit. So many first-time editing that I see try to use their mouse, clicking all the buttons on the screen. This alone is going to double if not triple your time spent video editing as you're only using one of your 2 hands. And I know it will take some time to get used to, but have a notepad next to you with a few essential keyboard shortcuts to remind you how to use them. This will help you get into the mindset of using your other hand to speed up your editing workflow. This is something you can do in any editing program, but it's an essential practice for all of them. Now, those 3 tips are just a small part of a much larger guide I'm putting together to show the fastest and easiest way to edit a video project from start to finish. If you would like to grab a copy of the guide to download, there's a link in the description. I also have some free resources for you guys on all the filming and editing equipment I use in the links below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn the bell on. I'll see you next time.